Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we're going to be diving into all the exciting fashion news and events that happened in March 2025. It was a busy month with some major changes at big fashion houses and interesting developments in the industry. Some of the stories today: Birkenstocks are not art, and LVMH CEO refuses to retire. So let's dive into it. I want to get started with the seemingly never-ending musical chairs of creative directors at major luxury fashion houses. First up, we had the announcement that Demna is the new designer at Gucci, and this news came as a surprise to many analysts at financial institutions. Demna previously made Balenciaga a very popular brand, known for its underground and streetwise style. But of course, many of us have not forgotten the major controversy that Demna caused with one of his marketing campaigns. Some analysts think it's a risky move for Gucci, questioning as well if Demna's dystopian, greedy and underground aesthetic will connect with Gucci's customers, and shares in Gucci's parent company, Kering, even went down when the news was announced. However, other analysts believe Demna has the potential to bring a lot of excitement and new customers to Gucci. He will be starting at Gucci after his Balenciaga couture show in July, so we probably won't see his first Gucci collection in stores until 2026. If you're interested to learn more about this topic, please check out my recent video about Gucci. It will be linked down below in the description box. Next, we learned that Miguel Castro Freitas will be the new creative director at Mugler. He's taking over from Casey Cadwallader, who stepped down at the end of March after 7 years. Miguel might not be a very well-known name to the public, but he has a lot of experience working for big luxury brands like Dior, Yves Saint Laurent, and Lanvin. Mugler's global brand president said that Miguel lives and breathes the Mugler spirit. His first show for Mugler will be in September. We also saw a change at Jil Sander, with Simone Bellotti being appointed as the new creative director. He is replacing the duo Luc and Lucy Meyer, who left in February. Simone Bellotti previously worked for Gucci for 16 years designing menswear and gained a lot of attention for his work at Bali before moving to Jil Sander. The chairman of Jil Sander's owner, OTB, praised Bellotti's extensive experience and distinct talent. Finally, in this category, it was announced that the designers from Prensa Schöller, Jack McCullough and Lazaro Hernandez are heading over to Loewe. This follows the news of their departure from Prensa Schöller after 23 years. Their appointment will start in April, and we can see to expect their first collection for Loewe in October for the spring-summer 2026 season. Moving on from creative director news, there were some other interesting brand-specific developments in March. H&M announced that they will start using digital clones of their models in some of their social media posts and marketing. They will use artificial intelligence or AI to create these digital twins of 30 models. H&M says they will only do this with the model's permission, and they claim it's a way to showcase fashion in new creative ways while still respecting personal style. However, this move has raised concerns, with some people fearing it could negatively impact jobs for models, photographers, and makeup artists. H&M has said that the AI images will likely have watermarks to make it clear they are AI generated, and they will compensate models for the use of their digital twins, similarly to how they do it now for the use of their regular images. In beauty news, Louis Vuitton revealed that they are launching their own makeup line called La Beauté Louis Vuitton, and they have appointed the legendary Pat McGrath as their creative director. McGrath has a long history with Louis Vuitton, having worked backstage on their fashion shows for over 20 years. And this apparently isn't Louis Vuitton's first venture into cosmetics. Apparently, they used to produce items like powder compacts and mirrors over 100 years ago. The new makeup line is set to launch in autumn of this year and will include eyeshadows and a wide range of lipsticks. Sticking to Louis Vuitton a little bit, LVMH, the French luxury giant, is looking to change its rules to allow its current CEO, Bernard Arnault, to stay in charge for longer. They are proposing to increase the maximum age for the chairman and CEO from 80 to a whopping 85 years old. This proposal will be voted on by shareholders in April. Arnault is currently 76 and has been leading LVMH very successfully, and this move suggests that he is not planning to step down anytime soon, which also ends some speculation about who might be succeeding him. Finally, we have a couple of interesting smaller stories. So Birkenstock lost a court case in Germany where they argued that their sandals could be classified as art to gain copyright protection against copycats. The German court, however, ruled that the sandals are practical design items and not art. Birkenstock was hoping to use copyright law, which lasts longer than design protection, to protect their iconic design. The company says they're disappointed with the decision, but they will continue to fight against imitations using other legal means. I'm very curious to see what those means will be, because there are so many copies of Birkenstock around. I totally understand that they want to counter that, but if there were any legal means to fight these copies, then I would have expected they would have found that way by now. Moving to a global level, there was also ongoing discussion about potential tariffs that the United States will impose on its trade partners, and that of course also has its impact on the luxury industry, with a lot of brands being located and producing in Europe or other countries outside of the US. The idea of higher import duties has worried the fashion world, as it could make luxury items from places like Italy and France more expensive in the United States. However, some experts believe that the demand for luxury goods is still quite strong, and wealthy customers might not be too concerned about slightly higher prices. It has also been pointed out that luxury brands have already increased prices significantly in the recent years, and they might have to absorb any new tariffs themselves, rather than passing all of the extra costs onto consumers. Then to close off with some more lighthearted news, it appears that shoes are out and socks are in. The sock shoe trend has been making a comeback. So these are shoes that look like socks, and they were very popular in the 2010s. Brands big and small are bringing back these slim foot-hugging sneakers. While they became less fashionable for a while, they are now returning with some twists, sometimes looking even more like socks than before, like this example from Bottega Veneta. So that wraps up some of the key fashion news and events from March 2025. It was a month with significant changes in leadership at major fashion houses, alongside interesting developments in technology and ongoing discussions about the luxury markets. What are your thoughts on these stories? Let me know down below in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Doei!